What up, peeps? We're gonna watch the Bad Batch episode 8 today. Easily, this is our most viewed show that we cover on YouTube. Gangbusters Weekly.
Slow down, guys. Jeez, you're gonna break YouTube.
The demand is enormous.
We can't do 3 a week, okay? They only release them 1 at a time.
Oh, guys, slow your roll.
Oh.
No, we're enjoying the show, though. Yeah. It'd be one thing if it was like, how many people are watching this and we don't like the show?
I hate it.
I would say still to subscribe and click that notification bell, hit like buttons. Check us on Patreon where we got full-length watch-alongs for this. I'll cover a bunch of other shows over there at the same tier. Highlights and watch-along included for them as well. Full-length watch-along means you sync up with the time code, by the way. Thanks to Pratham Jindal for hustling to get these up for us. You're a good man, Pratham. Really enjoying getting to know you. Anywho, let's watch this episode of The Bad Batch.
Big shell.
Scrappers on Bracca reported a power surge on a Jedi cruiser. It's Clone Force 99.
I have no interest in a group of rogue clone deserters. If you find them on Bracca, terminate them.
But they have Omega.
You got something you need.
Bracca is the planet from Fallen Order.
There's tons of live ordnance buried in the shipyard. If you trip one, you need to know how to disable it.
Seems simple enough.
Well, if you're so sure. Disarm it.
Me? But I only watched you
10
once.
seconds till we're both goners. 10,
This
8,
connects to the transmitter and...
7,
Then what?
6,
Oh boy.
3, 2, 1. Obviously not that one. Too late. Run for...
Oh god.
Gotcha! You think I let you train with a live explosive? I'm not crazy. How'd the test go?
I don't want to talk about it.
Cheer up, kid. With my help, you'll be a pro in no time.
Wrecker tried killing her last episode. Now he only pretends to try.
That's progress. It's character growth.
We've got eyes on us. Yeah, I see them.
Yeah, it's that big light.
It's that big obvious thing in the foreground.
You ready? Waiting on you.
Oh, crap, guys.
Oh, no, you don't!
Ho ho.
Hunter, Tech.
We were spotted by scrappers.
Bracca's in pursuit. He says he has it under control.
That's not comforting.
Oh.
And he's dead.
Hey?
I was just waiting to make my move.
Scrapper Guild.
We should leave. In our present situation, we need money, and we have a chance to make a lot of it right here. What's the potential haul inside this cruiser?
My scans indicate the armory and artillery bay have not been fully offloaded.
Just a few of those weapons should clear our debt with Sid.
I would also add that the intel from the bridge's central system has the potential to be worth far more than any weapon.
Ah, not to me.
Ricka, you're gonna like this.
You think that's great? Check this out.
Oh, there you go.
The power's back on.
Yeah, we can see that. Proton torpedoes. Oh, come here, beautiful.
Oh.
That thing's gotta be covered in generations of space dust.
How's it looking?
Whoever scuttled this ship didn't wipe the hardware's data imprint.
What's gonna go wrong right now?
What was the war like?
It was a primary mission objective, comprised of battles on various fronts.
It's a big building where generals meet.
Why is this button blinking?
Uh-oh.
That's the proximity sensor. It signals when there's an approaching vessel, most likely a short circuit. Hunter, we've got company.
I think the Scrapper Patrol got a message out.
It's the Empire.
I will have to call upon further assistance.
We already have someone handling matters.
As long as one of these bounty hunters deliver the young clone intact, that is all that should concern us.
There's an end game with Omega.
Oh.
Reunion!
He won't be able to detect us. I'm blocking their scanners. That won't stop him.
He knows us. From the inside out.
It's been a while since we've seen Crosshair.
Yeah.
Any life signs on board?
Can't tell, the scanner's not working. There's too much atmospheric interference.
No. You're being jammed. They're still on board. Take a shuttle and find their ship.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, you gotta get Crosshair in one of those machines.
Yeah.
Let's get the thing out.
Oh my god, he could be a double agent.
They'll do a forward to aft sweep. We can alternate corridors. Come on.
I'm trying to tap into the rig's comms so we can monitor their movements. I'm in. Push the targets towards the hangar.
We'll cut through the artillery deck.
Or Crosshair knew they would hack in there.
He's 2 steps ahead.
He can anticipate their every move.
Okay, I'm not going out that way. There they are.
Stand down.
So predictable. Scomp in and reroute reserve power to the cannons.
If these cannons fire, this whole deck will collapse.
I'm counting on it.
Why come after us?
You're traitors.
He's obsessed with you.
Crosshair, wake up. You're being controlled by an inhibitor chip.
He's telling the truth. You can't help it.
Aim for the kid.
Oh,
What?
Oh, my dude.
Online in 3, 2, suggest you drop your weapon.
Oh.
Nice! Nice! Way to go, Omega!
Sounded like a Wilhelm scream.
Nah, it wasn't. It was close. Victory!
The ion engine chamber? What'd you bring us here?
Because this is our alternate egress off the cruiser.
I don't even know what that means.
There's no sign of them, sir. They're avoiding the choke points.
Bring a shuttle to the artillery deck. Get to the bridge and wait for my orders.
Oh.
I didn't think you meant we'd be escaping through the engine.
I could not have been clearer.
I've never been inside an ion engine before.
It'd be weirder if you had.
These chambers are quite the engineering marvel. This blast primer coating is capable of
No one
withstanding...
cares.
Never Star Wars fancy would care.
Well, now what?
Well,
Try again, Hunter. I told you before, you're surrounded.
Double back.
What is that?
Sounds like the engine's coming online.
Oh, I was worried about that. Just when I was like, oh, good.
or when I access the central system, which means the engines can be activated.
Oh no!
How much heat can these withstand?
How much time do we have?
I estimate less than 2 minutes.
Can we use the explosives from the armory to disable the engine?
If we place a series of charges around this cone, We may be able to break away from the cylinder while destabilizing the core.
You have less than 2 minutes.
Everyone take an explosive. Tech, Omega, up top with me.
Oh boy.
Good thing they got all that.
So much for making that money.
Joe, you guys would be great basketball players.
Yeah. The Imperial Globetrotters.
Engage.
Everybody, get down!
Ha! Knocked his helmet off. Oh!
Oh, dang. Oh!
I've got you.
Turn the engine off!
Maybe they fried the chip.
I wonder. Overheat it.
Commander! Commander, can you hear me? We need a medic!
They're headed for their ship. Stop them.
CT-8508.
Do you copy? CT-8508. Report!
What's happening?
What happened to them?
The hell?
Someone's here. This wasn't the scrapper's handiwork.
One much work.
Oh, damn!
Get behind me.
It's, Cad Bane. That's Cad, right? Yeah. I know his last name's Bane.
I've taken down so many clones over the years. Once you figure out one, the rest are easy.
You're in for a surprise.
I doubt that.
He's a bounty hunter.
Ain't you smart? The kid's got it all figured out.
You're in trouble now.
Yes.
Now hand her over.
She's with us. She's not going anywhere.
That's unfortunate for you.
A duel.
Wait, who hired him?
Did Sid send him? Or was it the Prime Minister? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Hunter! Hunter!
Oh.
Sorry, little lady.
Oh no.
Oh, this is...
What is a mess?
Ground forces have them on the run.
Get me on the shuttle.
Damn, he is banged up.
Yeah.
Wait up. What happened? Where's Omega? He was shot in the chest.
No.
Ford.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Oh man. What a shot.
Man, these last few minutes.
Yeah.
He took Omega. Who? Crosshair? No, a bounty hunter. We have to find her.
Oh. Omega didn't even run off and do anything on her own.
No, she was she stood by everybody this whole time, man. She behaved herself.
Wow. Yeah, those last few minutes, right when they were in the engine, that was really, really good stuff.
Yeah.
Cad Bane. I'm trying to remember now. Did he die? I thought he was like presumed dead. The last I remember was no. Whatever, he's alive.
Clearly wasn't actually dead if he looked dead.
I can't remember if we were supposed to be like led to believe he died. No, my memory is kind of serving me incorrectly. But he's a really cool bounty hunter character for sure.
All right, okay, no, look, I looked it up and I see why I was getting confused. All right, so there was supposed to be, there's like a big part of what made the final season of Clone Wars exciting was because before that ever came out, there was like they had like early animation concept visuals and stuff like that for what was supposed to happen when they thought Clone Wars was over before they announced season 7. And one of the arcs dealt with Cad Bane and Boba Fett, which did not see the light of day, brought back to life in the final season, but there is like videos on YouTube you can watch of like some of that,
like storyboards and stuff.
There's like actual animation. It's not complete.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like the ideas that you're supposed to see for it. Because I don't like the Clone Wars. The final season wasn't that long, and I don't remember that arc being in there. So from now I'm remembering that, that was supposed to be an arc but they didn't ultimately do it. Like Boba Fett, and it was like between Boba Fett and him, young Boba Fett, obviously. So yeah, that's why my mind was like, wait a minute, did he die? But I was remembering that episode didn't even become a full episode. Yes. Okay.
And now Cad Bane lives on.
Cad Bane lives on. He's like a badass bounty hunter character. He usually works with like other people, like unlike other bounty hunters. He's usually like he's really good at I don't know, leading a team of bad people.
Okay, so he's not your standard I work alone type.
I guess the word would be like delegating. He's really good at delegating.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So. Anyway, he's a really badass character, and it's cool that he's here. And it looks like I like that he succeeds right away. Upon his reintroduction here in the show, and that just means we're gonna definitely see more of him now. But okay, where I'm a little confused is that the Prime Minister from Camino dispatched Crosshair, and I constantly say Crosshair or Crosshairs. Which one is it? I don't know why I keep forgetting if it's Crosshair or Crosshair.
Isn't it Crosshair?
I'm always second guessing like a name all the time. Anyway, but yeah, they had. I'm trying to remember. Like the Prime Minister, he dispatched Crosshairs and the team to go find them because he's trying to get Omega back. Is it Crosshair or Crosshairs?
Crosshair.
Okay.
The singular.
That makes the most sense because it's just single person.
Yeah.
But then you also have Fennec Shand, and then you have Bane here, who are bounty hunters hired to go retrieve her. So who's this other person? Because it looks like they're separate groups.
It felt to.
Am I right about that? Am I missing something here?
It felt to me, like the Imperial guy, whose name eludes me now, sent Crosshair.
Rampart?
Yes, Rampart sent Crosshair and his soldiers to apprehend and terminate the Bad Batch.
I thought he didn't care for them in the beginning of this episode. I thought he was saying like, "What do I need them for?"
Yeah, so I to me that read like, I don't need any of them, and I don't need Omega. Just go wipe them out. And then it read to me like the Kaminoans were like, well, crap, we need Omega still though, so we'll send our own guy to go and retrieve her.
Okay, all right,
yeah. That's how it came across to me anyway. I could be mistaken.
You're probably right.
Because, it's like Crosshair, that's his outstanding mission that he wasn't able to complete, and clearly they don't want these guys around. I mean, like, part of that to me read like, we don't have use for them. I don't want those guys. Just wipe them out, get me what I need, and go,
And what did Rampart need, though?
That's the part I'm less.
That's why I thought Rampart was like, there's no need to even send people on a mission to go take them out. They're not a threat. Even freaking Hunter, when he comes face to face with him, is like, why are you coming after us? Like,
yeah.
Why do you need us?
Yeah.
Why do you need to kill us? It's like, I get why Crosshair would feel like I need to go after them. But in order to dispatch, you need like permission from a higher up in order to bring all those troopers with you. So, yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's like a line that I'm just not remembering or that totally slipped.
I feel like I feel like the Kaminoans maybe protest and they're like, no, don't wipe them out. We need at least Omega or something like that.
Yes.
And I feel like maybe that prompted the whole line of like, I don't care about clones. I don't need your clones, because Omega is also a clone.
But when I'm looking at Fennec Shan, and she was hired by someone too, and she's also a bounty hunter. Bane, bounty hunter, and clearly Fennec Shan did not seem like she was answering to the Prime Minister. She seemed like she's answering to someone else, and I'm under the impression that, I mean, with the way this episode's edited, when you cut back to the Camino people, and then you go back, Kaminoans, and then you go to here, it's like, oh, it would look like the Prime Minister hired Bane, but I'm like, well, wait a minute. Fennec Shan seemed like she's working for someone else who also wants Omega.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Either way, this was like a really cool episode. I love the music in it. Visually, it's awesome. Thought it was getting a little bit like repetitive in the first half. When Crosshair and them were coming toe to toe with each other, like really coming face to face, I was very much in appreciation of it. It was hitting me of, I didn't realize I kind of missed this Crosshair guy. I don't know who else has seen this dude.
Yeah, well, and they let him be away and not even addressed or mentioned for several episodes. It feels like it's been a while since the last time we saw him, and I feel like that enhances everything because it makes, I mean, it's already gonna be personal, but it is kind of, it enhances that feeling of being ambushed.
Yeah. Well, I think the show's been doing a really good job in the last few episodes of really letting us feel the sense of peril, like that,
and the tension.
Like 2 episodes ago, that was a thing that I was like, with the sisters, where I really started to feel like, yes, finally feeling like they're in danger.
Yeah.
And then last episode was a good one where Wrecker was going ballistic here. And then in this episode, I love that they actually lose at the end. And the way they capture that of the POV within Hunter's helmet and how he's seeing things, and it's all disoriented in his own head of like, what was going on? And like the battle's going on behind him.
Bell rung.
He's trying to get in there, and you have the devastation and the worry of Wrecker being like, where's Omega? I love that. That was a really cool ending.
Yeah.
And I just appreciate that the stakes are truly being felt. And then Crosshair too, him getting all banged up was I don't know, there's something about that I don't even know why I like that so much. Not because I don't like Crosshair. There's just something kind of rewarding about seeing this like violent after effect in a show like this, like when he's getting burned by the engine, and then seeing just how messed up he is. Sometimes it just makes it feel more lived in, I suppose, because sometimes the physical stuff these guys have to go through doesn't seem like it has as much of like a healing thing they have to endure. So to see him get like burnt up and how messed up he looks,
all bandaged,
it makes it feel more I don't know if the right word's real, but something about it feels more palpable.
It feels more tangibly harsh, and then you can imagine how that will go to inform the growth of his character, because he's still under the thumb of the Empire, and so he's probably going to get pretty jacked up in that whole pursuit. And so, as it's also cool because it's a battle of wits between him and his former cohorts and everything, and so he walks away from it at all, but very much worse for the wear. And so even though they don't really have like they have a little bit of face-to-face, but not much of a direct reunion. Like it feels like they are able to leave a lasting impact on him, and I feel like that will feed further conflict because he's gonna have, whenever, if ever, Crosshair is released from the chip inhibition and all that stuff, he's gonna have these scars and battle wounds that were brought on by his brothers, so like these are going to be reminders, if anything else, once he's awakened.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, this was a fairly simple episode with just a really cool, I was okay. I was in the first, I'm always appreciative of how this show visually looks, especially in its darker aesthetic. And yeah, I was enjoying it, but I wasn't really hooked until like they finally came face to face with Crosshair again.
Yeah,
and then it started getting really good, and I thought like how, just how I don't know what the right word is that I'm looking for here. I don't want to just say the word ominous. But there is a John.
Foreboding.
That's another one. Let's find a different one.
Dreadful. Dread-filled.
I don't know if it was dread-filled. Would you say dread-filled?
Tense.
Tense is another word we use a lot.
Taut.
Taut is a good one.
T-A-U-T, taut.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's another tension word.
Yes, as long as we just use a synonym.
Yeah,
we're okay.
Let's keep the thesaurus on hand. Yeah, no, I feel you though. Like the further it gets into the episode, and the more you're sort of, I like that idea of like, okay, well, we know they're jamming our signal, so they must still be on the ship, and so everyone's on the ship, but we don't know exactly where on the ship, and so it creates a pretty palpable. Sort of horror movie-esque sneaking around kind of scenario, and then you end up inside a big old engine, and then you gotta wonder if they're gonna get Toy Story 3'd at some point.
Well, that's what was cool about this was it was an interesting like cat and mouse game that they were having, but in front of each other for so much of it, or like in terms of the fight that they were having of constantly having to outwit one another, or outsmart each other. Like, oh, we're jamming the signals, they're jamming the signals, lead them here. Crosshair probably figured it out. Okay, well, if we blow this, we can go down there. All right, nuke that engine. But if we can blow the engine, we can go down here.
Yeah,
it was a constant like trying to up each other the whole time.
Yeah, and one of those like problem solving. Yeah, in real time. Like everything is reliant on the previous decision for the next decision to happen.
Yeah, it was clever stuff. Overall, solid episode. Enjoyed it, and if anything, the last few minutes makes me more excited about what's going to happen in the next episode per se.
Yeah,
it's cool. I'm just glad Bane's back. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, and bringing that full-on, Star Wars Western flair with him.
That's what Bane does, man.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's badass. He's a badass character. I think he's like a fan favorite in a lot of ways.
Hey, well, comment below if you're excited.
All right, guys, Bad Batch Episode 8. Leave your thoughts down, subscribe, click that bell, hit that like button, and we'll catch you guys soon.